round 2. This is a keepable hand. No blue source again, but Hoplite I think makes it worthy of a keep. It's pretty good. I think we still do Hoplite first. Unless he has a creature here, I guess. Grove Dancer, Bear. Yeah. Maybe Starfish looks better now, because I can block. But, I don't know. Let's do Starfish. That's alright. So trade a Starfish for an Aspect. It's a good trade for him, but it's no big deal. Not the end of the world. Let's drop the Hoplite and pass. So if I Cruel Feeding the Hoplite, I can actually kill his Grove Dancer. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's do Island. Swing. No blocks. Could Cruel Feeding now. Let's do it. So make his guy weaker. Get in for 4. Seems pretty good. I've got Nyx Infusion to kill something if necessary. Got Dismissal if he's got an enchantment I need to take care of. Next turn I get the Eidolon on the Hoplite, which is quite good. Makes him 6 power, 4 toughness. Ooh. It's a spicy one. Yeah, I'm going to let him hit us for 5 here, actually. I'd rather get more value out of Dismissal. Might be greedy, but we'll see. I'd rather hit 2 spells. I mean, it's such a cheap Strive cost that I feel like it's worth it. Even if I just Strive my own Eidolon back on his turn just to get another Bestow, I feel like that's even worth it. Whirring Siren's pretty good, but let's go ahead and Bestow here. Crackback for 6. Okay, still not a big deal. I get to double bounce Satyr and Ordeal. Could Nyx Infusion his... It's actually kind of good. Let me think about this. If I Nyx Infusion his Grove Dancer, and then bounce his Satyr but leave the Ordeal, that thing's gonna die. Yeah, I like that. Alright. It's kind of good. So just bounce Satyr. That was cool. He does get his Satyr back, but took care of an Ordeal and his Grove Dancer. Costs us 2 cards, I guess. But it's better than bouncing his Ordeal. I guess I should have bounced my Eidolon. That was my mistake. If I'd bounced the Eidolon, I would have been able to replay it. I forgot about my own Strive plan. Because then it would have been bigger than Boon Satyr, so it actually was a pretty bad mistake. Alright, well. Let's play it for 5 before we trade it off. It's got to flash in the Boon Satyr. I mean, actually, the Marshmist Titan made it so we weren't... we don't feel as bad about bouncing the... or not bouncing the Eidolon, since we get our Eidolon back. And I guess we got rid of his Boon Satyr, so... not too shabby. Humbler. Alright, that guy's pretty big. Not going to be able to swing in on that. Let's get our Siren out there. I'm going to leave the island in my hand, fake like I have something. That was a good one. His board is definitely better than ours. Alright, guess we drop a Harpy. Yep, it's a good draw. Very good draw. Put it on the bottom, so at least he didn't find what he was looking for. Gained some life. Hugely, hugely relevant for him right now. Guess we gained a little bit of life too, but less important for us. So his board is significantly better than ours. We're going to have to find something here. Spiteful Return. There we go. So we'll bestow that on the Titan. Could do it on the Siren, but it'll only become 3 power, which isn't enough to kill the... but it's actually... that might be the best route still. If I do it on the Siren, he can't kill with the Chimera. Let me see this. If I do it on the Titan, becomes 5/6, which means he has to double block to kill it. He'd double block here. Then maybe I'd just kill the Chimera, so I can get in with my Siren later. Or I can do it on the Siren, swing in, He can't kill it. He takes 2 each turn. It's still a 4-turn clock, which isn't very fast. But I like that he can't kill the Siren, so I think I'm going to go for that plan. I feel like that's a... because if I draw another one, then it's even more brutal. I think we want to go in on our Siren. He can't kill it. He's losing life. He can't really crack back because of that. He does get to block, but like I said, he can't kill our guy. He did top whatever he scried, so he found something. He definitely has something this turn. Yeah, that's great. I love that card. Oracle's Insight is so fantastic. Especially in this spot where he's like hunting for an answer. Nyxborn Eidolon. If I do that, it forces him to block. I think that alone makes it worth it. If I do it on the Titan, becomes what, 6/6? Let me think about this actually. Okay, so I do bestow on Titan, swing for 6 and Warwing Siren. Has to block the Siren, which means he has to double block and I can kill both his guys. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I Eidolon on... okay, I think this is actually right. I Eidolon on him. I swing with Team, and he doesn't really have a good block. Has to block Siren with Chimera. I think this is right. Alright, so he is going to kill that. He's going to lose his wolf. He does eat our guy, but we're left with a 6/6. Maybe I should have done the Warwing Siren. I wanted to diversify my threats a little bit, but that might have been wrong. Alright. I might have gotten too fancy on myself there. So now I can't really swing. Well, no, I still can. Oh, so he can kill our... it still doesn't matter. If we get Spiteful Return back, it's still game over next turn. Unless he has some answer for it. So he needs to find an answer for Spiteful Returned. Put it on the bottom, so he didn't find it yet. Or he might have, I guess, because he gets the draw. I probably... well... yeah. Alright, so he doesn't have it yet. Put it on the bottom. Drew again. Needs to gain life. Alright, didn't have it. Didn't make his attack. He just conceded. Alright, so blue-green, it's got some great stuff in there. Boon Satyr, Oracle's Insight, this guy, he's definitely got plenty of enchantments. So, considering how bad Nullify played, I'd almost rather do a Null and then maybe cut the cut a Starfish maybe. I do like Starfish, but I like everything. I mean, I could cut a Blood Toll Harpy too, but I like having... I've got all of these bestow guys. I want to be able to use them. Make my flyers big. Does that make sense? Let's try this again. It's a great hand. So we open with the island. That was a good draw. Got turn progression that's not too shabby. No 2-drop. It's a good sign. Double Asphyxiate's pretty good too. Oh, Courser of Crewfix. I have to remember Voyage's End. Oops. Don't want to asphyxiate my own guy. I don't think that's good for me. Next turn I can theoretically asphyxiate plus leave up a null. This would have been a great card to annul. But yeah, asphyxiating plus leaving up a null seems pretty good to me. He's got Voyage's End, no blue source yet. No plays? No plays would be pretty good for me. Wow. Alright. Nice. I think we're going to play another Hoplite. Could play the Warwing Siren, but I'd rather leave up the annul. Maybe pop it relatively early here. Annul that. You're not getting your mana fixing. Could not be running any worse at Magic. I feel you, man. I've been there. Harpy. Seems good. Let's bust that out. Still has Voyage's End if he finds his blue source. He's not running that bad. He had a turn 3 Courser, turn 4 Market Festival. Even though he's not seeing his island, I don't think he's running that bad. Alright, so we're going to bestow on our Harpy. Yeah, we could do it on a Hoplite and get an additional damage, but it's the same clock, and I'd rather put it on a Flyer that gains me 4 life. Technically, we don't have lethal, unless we get a bestow card. Alright, got round 2. See you in round 3.